If you struggle to get a perfect jollof rice, Nigerian jollof rice, or you don't know but it doesn't jollof, then this recipe is for you. Please, you need to watch to the end to get every detail, because every detail in this video is very important. I've tried it over times and the rice comes out the same, beautiful. So I'm not going to do so much explanation on this video, because I feel like we're all seeing what I'm doing, and I'm not going to talk about the spices I'm using, because what is available to me might not be available to you. So I just think it's wise for you to use what is available to you. But you see, me and herb, we have a very healthy relationship. I love my herbs very well. I will always prefer herbs anytime, any day. So this is me marinating my chicken and turkey, because we need it rich. And at this point, I'm trying to prepare my stew base. If you look at this stew base, I just have like 3 fresh tomatoes on it, because I'm not big on fresh tomato when I'm cooking my patty jollof. I prefer the bell peppers, the long peppers. Onion is a big game changer for meals. Please use it. Then I put some olive oil, then I send it to my air fryer to roast. I use the roasting function and not the grilling function. And this is me cooking the chicken in its juice. Add some water so that we can extract. We can have some more. It's frozen, it's not live, so that we can have some more water for my stock. We're going into the jollof rice proper. I use oil and I use butter. The reason I use butter is, one, I'm not going to be putting raw butter at the end of my rice. It doesn't just make sense to me. And when it's not too hot, it's not burning hot, and it's not warm, I go in with my onion. You need to fry this baby. You need to fry this onion. Fry it well. Then I go in with my star anise. I love anise for my jollof rice and pepper soup. I always use it. Then bay leaves. I don't know why somebody is using like 10, 11 bay leaves. Why 3, 4 can just do the job? I feel like when you put so much bay leaf, the food comes out bitter. I don't know, that's just me. And I've gone in with my rosemary, and this is my garlic and ginger. I'm going to stir everything together, and this is thyme. I'm adding thyme because the mixed spices I use, the mixed herb doesn't have thyme. And this is me going in. I think that's curry, mivina, and I think I can't remember the other thing that I used there. Then I fried this still. Look at the color. Everything has changed. Everything has married together. At this point, my kitchen is scenting. Then I am going to add in my tomato paste. You see this tomato paste? At this point, if you have, you need to ask God for long suffering. You need to ask God to help you to be patient, because you need to fry this baby. You need to fry it until this color, all this proper red, will go away. I timed this tomato frying and it took me 12 minutes. I'm cooking 7 cups of rice and it took me 12 minutes to fry the tin tomato. You need to be that patient. Then you see my roast. You see that roast? That burnt part is what you need for the smoky taste you want. It's not, I don't criticize what other people do, but for me, this gives me that smoky flavor that I want. It has both the smoke and the taste, not just trying to tweak the natural process of burning food when you're done. Then I'll now introduce it to my mix. You see, at this point, if you taste your sauce, it's supposed to be almost ready. Almost in the sense that you can decide not to top up on things. But why I'm topping up on things is that at this point, I just decided that instead of 6 cups of rice, let me do 7 cups. So I had to add up some seasoning cube and everything. But at this point, everything is ready because your roast was still seasoned. So you don't need to do so much at this point. If you are still doing so much at this point, then you have missed something. At this point, you just add your water and allow everything to boil. I know some people add rice at this point, but for me, what works for me and what has been working for me is I add the chicken stock, then I add some water, then I allow everything boil together. So everything is tasting the same before I introduce my rice. When I mix this, I actually give it a little time to boil together so everything marries each other. They have a proper relationship in unison. Then I'll now introduce my rice. Look at this. Look at the bubble. Yes. Then I'll now introduce this rice. Then please, you need to stir your rice. It's your food. Turn it well from ground to top. From ground to top. Then this is when I'm adding salt to bind everything together. I add salt to my meals. I do. Then I'll turn everything together and I'll still add some water to loosen up the taste. And this is the rice. This is the perfect made rice. Tell me why you need to add butter to this rice now. Why do you need to add butter to this rice? This thing that is shining already. Then I'm also not a fan of adding onions because I cannot take 5 minutes to fry onions at the beginning. Then I'll now add fresh onions again. So are you going to try this? Please try it and let me know what you think in the comment section. Bye. See you in my next one.